development, Hilton Court has just commenced, and you can own a unit now and pay within 36 months without any interest. Starting at 95,000, you can own an elegant apartment. And guess what? Discounts are available from now till end of May. To learn more, visit our website at daimlerhomesgh.com or call us on 0200 584 558. Daimler Homes, the elegance of living.
Your favorite way to send money to Ghana is back. We're excited to announce that TAPTAP Send is back and better than ever. After a brief pause, we are happy to resume our mission of providing fast, affordable, and secure money transfers to Ghana. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. TAPTAP Send is working power. And remember, tell your loved ones abroad to send money through TAPTAP Send to stand a chance to win big in the December Sambra promo. TAPTAP Send. Papa no.
Nana, I do go.
Yo, I was for waiting. Move on, chame. Yo. Every Thursday, be a shame say na a time with TAPTAP Send. Jumedi and a bro on OT Media TV. This is our Christmas edition. And it will be a what printing minimum pan what to Christmas song. Amaye any day on this show. Mi penipa minu or babako bema bako. Christmas song be a your favorite. A your depa, Mr. Wa Bomodia. You're ready. Na betro emaye and sana me the lawyer wisdom ede abro. Yo. Si etime shemu se ya na ejumako ba akopɛ ene etimi kita yemu ma ya di dwumadi ebro na me kai wo se TAPTAP Send ena asoma sinema me di dwumadi ede ebro ene nti ye de aseda kese ebema TAPTAP Send dwumako no ene edwumayefo nyina sabre ni abre nyina omu kita yemu efi afi inviti ase ebesi sabre ama yetimi ede dwumadi abroad every Thursday evening bia aseda enko ema TAPTAP Send edwumako no se ye do mo asede a na ene na me kan TAPTAP Send and so at the amount baby a wo hweme ana wo tie mi bia se sabre unya nyusu TAPTAP Send and your bomoni akọ App Store Play Store na akọ download the TAPTAP Send and e die mate se ugusua trena shimu a sabre kra de wadu Australia enti anuano ma mo Australia nso ebetimi a download na omo yusu dia send sika akoma adofo ewo oman Ghana mu and it is a unua bi ewo Australia bomoni aka chen se onko eye Play Store App Store no onko download the TAPTAP Send no ono nso enyusu emfan send sika enkoma adofo ewo oman Ghana mu Mami ko TAPTAP Send aswe hono mu ena onua A class ewo na update ewo TAPTAP Send no ode abrain eno nachi no ye de eka ho nyina e de bebro A class wo hono mu yetim
For your mamma wadro about time with TAPTAP Send. It must say every week be a mobile so emano so ya so
A class Michelle u feed yenya feedback into bacho one of your device no ube mute na manya ebe boy because we are getting a feedback here.
I'm just using one device to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Is it better now? Oh, okay. Until I was on for selling make an earlier on it. No matter say every week piano mobile emano yet come by the time with TAPTAP Send so some rate they bet me I catch say at the moment the rates will not get any better for this month some more money to yourself and yana yet to about every year to Abaria, we are sure say MPP for so you leave the economy in a good hands. And this possible so I will make sure they leave the economy in a good hands and move it ahead. So the best now say Momo dia wa person will send sika at the moment, and yes, say ubet me aseno and me ya. Say will send it to your bank account. You can do it and send it later on. Your person only, now wait me Eddie aye. And our person send command for Christmas as well. Man train Emma 24th no Andrew answer. In the share any best say money answer mobile send it at the moment here. And I too so said the last week you catch there with the charity promotion at the moment. Your best one if you go into the app now. Said the last week, we demonstrated it and showed everyone. If you go into the app now, you see underneath where the UK wallet or the Euro wallet is sitting. Underneath it, so Americans also just under your promo code. You have a promo code. The Patro P. Once a charity, more. Click on it and donate to any of your favorite charity. You can donate to any one of them, and God will bless you very, very much. At the moment, say they kind of last week, your three system so at the moment. Your Manchester Foundation, your Hill of Comfort so and your Funland Smart Foundation so at the moment. And your best say at the moment, these are the three. And say our doors are open, and as time goes by, we'll be adding some more of the charities to the system into what for say or any of the charity system is charity. You are ready and prepared to go through the process. So you can contact us and we'll go through the needed, and we'll make it available over a period of time when the time is up. So some promotion so that so edi hini ewo hono until your best say wow osabe kan email ni bibiano and now say you see the flyer anywhere biano your best fire your status, share to your loved ones on Facebook, on social media. The best one would be, you might not know, it might be your brother who will win a ticket to Ghana. It might be your sister, it might be your uncle, it might be your mom. It's your best one would be, say, your mom and share. And at the 100,000 Ghana cedis that we are sharing among customers, and so your best say, be part of it. You might never know. If be a bear will send a recipient, and maybe I will send it as man. We'll send a reading. Then nominate your recipient that you want the person to get a share of the 100,000 Ghana cedis. And thirdly, the £100 or €100 or the $100 share or so that will be given to each and every one that becomes part of the third winning slot, into your the credit, into your vessel PE. Don't be a dropout. Let's share the flyers. Let's check our emails for more updates, and also wish and believe say everything goes on such way. Into the say Samra promotion, the charity, and remember the rates. Send down to your loved ones and put a smile on the face of others back home. Nana Kwame, Meda was said for now. Sabia, you want more.
Yo, alright, class Sambra promotion will be able to say Anyibia Obeyden and are qualified to enter into the draw. Until with me actually honum kakra e de amaya no afia toaso.
All right. But I told you the Sambra promotion, all that you need to do from the 9th of December to the 31st of December, yes, so yeah, let's say was sending 1,000 of your country currency. 1,000. Once you are able to send out 1,000, then you can say 1,000 a boom back. You can send 1,000 a boom. You can send 1,500 a boom. So 1,000 of your country currency and above. Once you are able to get that, it can be cumulative or it can be once. Once you get that, we'll pick all those lists into a group back. Then those are the people who qualify for the draw.
Yo, now just say running from now to 31st of December. Na ne draw no, the ground draw no ebeye daben.
About the immediate Thursday after the 31st. And I think if I'm not wrong, but just say
yes, na me better check date in my
yes, 2nd of January. It's in Aduma. But the immediate Thursday after the 31st. Yes, 2nd January. Into no or na ebeto draw no and you been life Ewo Yesu misu ti said ye ni de bia emo bia hu bi no. No kululu, no libi. You see it, you win, then you get a prize.
You see it, you win, and you fly to Ghana.
That's it.
That's it. All right, class. We shall update or day our brain. Yeah, na ya toa so a said ye me ma onya ntie no. This is a Christmas edition of this year. And me hwehwe enipa mienu a omobeto Christmas song e de amayen ansa ne atoa so enche bia me the Lawyer Wisdom e beto aso e de ama. And e be more questions. And I feel so right after Lawyer Wisdom another charity organization. We will be talking about charity project Sabre TAPTAP send the ababeka app ne ho a nam TAPTAP send so ubetimi adonate BB the ama charity organization bi e Ghana no matimi atwa domo so anuti eno na chi no the TAPTAP send focus section ebeto aso owura Kofi Frimpong ebetina dwam the class bibinti wontimi entina mu mayen Kofi Frimpong ebetina mu de amayen. And indeed quickly my memfa pay say ene obeto nwum de amayen pay say wo no mo please unmute yourself na bra na be my one Christmas carol na fe yento aso pay say wo no mo I'm waiting for you. You are on me too. Hello pay. Pay. Oh. Pay nye ready. Mbacho, wana nwaye ready not to one Christmas song mine. Me nina nye zaka me tumamu. All right, let me go for a quick ad break. When I come back, I will introduce my guest for tonight, Lawyer Wisdom Akaho. Meneno Babe Komo about immigration matters when it comes to UK immigration rules. Producer, Yandani Homra.
Your favorite way to send money to Ghana is back. We're excited to announce that TAPTAP Send is back and better than ever. After a brief pause, we are happy to resume our mission of providing fast, affordable, and secure money transfers to Ghana. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. TAPTAP Send is working power. And remember, tell your loved ones abroad to send money through TAPTAP Send to stand a chance to win big in the December Sambra promo. TAPTAP Send. Papa no.
Attention UK, the countdown to the most glamorous event of the year has begun. Akosia Concepts proudly presents the 7th edition of December to Remember UK. Mark your calendars for Friday 20th December 2024 at the Lavish Shack 89 in Mitcham from 5 p.m. until 3 a.m. Grab your tickets now. Standard for £80, couples for £150, or book an exclusive table for 12 at £1,500. This is your night to shine. So dress to impress and get ready for a holiday celebration like no other. Tickets are flying, so don't miss out. Head to d2ruk.eventbrite.com to secure yours. Sponsors: Access Financial Services, DiasporaInsurance.com, Purple Scaled Staffing, TAPTAP Send, Bug.
Welcome back and Merry Christmas to everyone in advance. We any ye last show and sana ye di Christmas. Enti minam jumadie so ejina TAPTAP Send anemo Emma obi bia wotie wo hwe ene anwumre official pa. Afia se na onyame waye nyina yakoma so ade e de amaye na ye hwehwe ne. Ni nyina abamu e de amaye. Na ni nyina ababam e de amaye ni titiru na se wo UK hanom dia na se wototo asetena eyi. Obeto asetena eyi na se oje afutu efi lawyers BT say Lawyer Wisdom Akaho ehonomo na 2025 enioma akoyi ede amaye nyina eni ti sabre ma mefa Lawyer Wisdom emfa emro after Lawyer Wisdom no na obi biara why ready so person to Christmas song emaye no mefa in any language that you can sing kusasi mamprusi emu bia obetimi ato ede amaye nyabotre after lawyer wisdom no what. Lawyer, yamo ajumu akwa be na nyumre measurement is.
Nana mejo so me mamu ajo emamu afishapa
Afin committee. Afiese say makoma so ade ene se nititiru obi biara ohwehwe se na sechina ebekọ yie ede ama no ba bibia otibia no na bibia nyame abi kwan ama bibia atoyie ede amayen. Lawyer, last week mentimi amfa a lot of questions inti ene no obebo no brief amayen na yafa more questions. It's answer nei ujumedi bi di inti no na metimi ajawo amo akontem.
Bedansi nana Yamen kan etifo ni ahwefo ina me mama afishapa nana one mama kai some days ago and some years ago na ye wo Christmas hat bi ye paper na dia it is a cone na watch na rubber bi da ase ho no na wabo kama na what to Christmas shirt na biscuits round be no wa botokura fam na udi ahuma boso na uko gakra no wayi baako na wa oh man that was Christmas, that was real Christmas. Fanta no ukra Fanta bottle no yenum no straight uko no sifika kra oh those were the good old days.
And mema ubia nkani Christmas memories bia okai on kan kire yen I will show you say ne mimi momu de no me grandfather oye kwawni na Christmas do on beso bema wade ya
kwa benzo
meka no na kire wachire
pipiase ana bombing ana nkoko ana tafo ana mprice ana ketepa kireme because me yoko no minim ko ni na me be sound
ebeyem price
ebeye. All right, dear customer.
My grandfather, when they do Christmas, now corn honoma, no catch us on no kwuni on the Christmas. In the Easter no aba. Easter be do I be on ye so kokwu. I am got so.
Yeah, we don't say mo bi afeja pa ye gide se fisa say na nyame amanensa so amayen nea eda ya obi akoma so ewo nyame akwan mo no na wamana abem nea be ye osan ene ewo de enko echirikra na so goodness and mercy, prosperity, good life and peace of mind above all things is what we ask for all of us. Nana remember some very important numbers. Yenim say 31st of December should have been the deadline for the e-visas, but only called 31st of March 2025. And see, manya some very important numbers se obi here se obo contact home office obo to me I contact him to number 1 08. Okay, let me start it this way. The home office will be open from 8:30, 9:30 to 6 to 4:30 GMT. So opening hours is Monday to Friday, 8 to 8, and also there might be a break somewhere, but there's also another opening, another time here which says 9:30 to 4:30 GMT. Home office, you can reach them if you are doing your e-visa and you have any problem. Please take these numbers. Please take these numbers: 0300 790 6268. 0300 790 6268. And you select option 3. Or you call 0203 875 4669. 0203 875 4669. Those are the numbers for the Home Office. If you have any problem with your e-visa and you need to speak to them, please call those numbers. You can also contact Migrant Help. Migrant Help. Omo your organization be a omo bua nkrofo ana amanfo mpese omo your e-visa no. The organization is called Migrant Help. Their telephone number is 074 831 70100. 074 831 70100. Now, if you have any problem with your e-visa, you can email the Migrant Help on e-visa at migranthelpuk.org. E-visa at migranthelpuk.org. Or you can go to www.evisa-problems.org.uk. www.evisa-problems.org.uk. And you will get a link there and you can liaise with the Home Office if you have any problems with your e-visa. Now, if you have to travel and you get to the airport and the airlines are saying you have a problem with your e-visa and therefore you can't travel, this is a line for the airlines to contact the Home Office. If they don't know, please write it and give it to them. The airline carriers can contact the Home Office on these lines: 0300 369 0610. 0300 369 0610. Or
wait a minute, last one. But you see, number needs to be 0300
0300 369 0610. 0300 369 0610. The other number is 0204 619 6020. 0204 619 6020. Now, these are the numbers that airlines can contact the Home Office on. So if you get to the airport and the airlines are saying that your e-visa is not complete and you cannot travel, give them this number and they have to contact the Home Office and verify whether you can travel, whether you have the right to come back to the UK or to stay in the UK. It is a 24/7 line for the airlines. So please make sure you contact them if you have an issue, or the airline should contact them, not you. The airline should contact them. Before you travel, please make sure you have gone online to check if your e-visa is fully up to date at the Home Office website, so that you don't want to have a problem where you get to the airport and then you will be stranded because you can't travel. So please go online, go to view my e-visa. You can use your new card to enter the details. Sometimes the new card does not come up, so you use your old card if you have one. If you have an old card, an old residence card, before you were given an EUSS visa residence card, you can use the old one, because sometimes the old one still has your details, and therefore that is what will prove or pull out your information for you. So try with the new card. If it doesn't go through, if it says your details cannot be recognized or we have no such details, don't worry, just use your old biometric residence card. If that also does not work, then please use your passport. One of this should work. It will drop down and you see your details, your picture, your status, and everything will show that you have the right to be in the UK. Please try and do it before you travel. If you want, you can print a copy of your status and carry it on you. You can make a screenshot and keep it on your phone. So if you need to prove it to somebody, you can use that. Please go on and print or just get a share code. Share code, you can get a share code for your employer. You can get a share code for your landlord. And you can also get a share code to travel. They would ask you, what do you want the share code for? You have to select other. The share code, we have employer, we have landlord, and we have other. Select the other, continue, get a share code that would enable you to travel out and travel back. Please do it. Otherwise, you have a lot of problem when you get to the airport if you don't have it done properly. If you want to read more about the share code or about the e-visa, please go to www.gov.uk, www.uk.visas-and-immigration-account. So it is using your UK visas and immigration account, but there is a dash between each word. All right, so it is www.gov.uk/guidance/using your UK visas and immigration account, but there is a dash between each word. So please make sure you go there to read about it if you want to. You will need an internet and a phone signal to log into your online account and access your e-visa. The best way to show it to your landlord, your employers, is by generating a share code. Log into your account and generate the appropriate share code. Make a note of the share code. The share code is valid for 90 days. That is why your employer will ask you every 90 days to bring your share code, because the employer does not want to pay £40,000 for employing somebody who is not in the UK legally. And that is why the employers keep asking you to bring your share code. So that is for your information. Take a screenshot or print out your e-visa page, have it on you. You can travel out, you can travel back without any problems. That is one. Second update. There is a very important case law here, and I want to put it out before I take questions. EU family members and EU dependents. And what happens is this. If you are more than 21 years old and you are a dependent on your EU family member, you have to show two things: relationship and dependency. You have to show relationship and dependency. That is if you are more than 21 years old. Now, a lot of people have had problems because they couldn't stay with their father or their mother. After they got their 5 years, they moved out of the house and they were living on their own. And after 5 years, the Home Office says, if you don't bring evidence that you are dependent on your father or your mother who is a EU national, you cannot get your indefinite leave to remain. The Home Office has refused a lot of people's applications because they are not able to prove dependency. A case law came out recently. It is the case of R. Ali versus the Secretary of State. Now, that case, let me read you the background. The appellant is from Bangladesh, born in Bangladesh on 22nd September 1994. Came to the UK on the 17th of November 2014 as a family member of her mother. An EU family permit was granted her, and she was also issued residence card 21st of September 2015 until 21st of September 2020. Conditional upon she being dependent on the mother. By the time the 5 years was up, she had gone past 21 years. Now the appellant now is married. She has engineering qualification. She's working, and she is no longer living with her mother. She applied to extend her leave, and the Home Office refused it because she was no longer depending on the mother. So the application was refused. She appealed. The appeal was dismissed. It went to the High Court. It was dismissed. The case went to the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Appeal allowed the appeal. Now, the Court of Appeal said, once you have given the person the right to work, it overrides continuous dependency. Once you've given the person the right to work, you can't expect the person to still be dependent on their mother or their father. And therefore, dependency is only relevant at the point of the application. And once they have been issued and they have the right to work, they don't have to show continuous dependency on their parent for the whole 5 years. And therefore, this case is huge, because a lot of people have suffered because they have not been able to prove dependency on their EU family member. Thankfully, the case of R. Ali, and the Secretary of State has come to rectify that unfairness. So if you are listening to me, you are an EU family member, you are more than 21 years, you no longer live with your father or your mother or your uncle or your auntie, and therefore there is no money transfer from their account to your account, or you are not living in the same address to show membership of the same household, and your application has been refused because of your inability to prove your dependency, the case of Ali has come to cure that sickness, has come to cure that malfunctioning in the law. You are now able to apply again and prove that, yes, even though I am working, the case of R. Ali says, I do not have to be continuously dependent on my parent to be eligible for indefinite leave to remain or for settlement in the UK. But this applies to the family members of EU nationals. This case is huge because a lot of people have been done by the Home Office because they've not been able to prove dependency. But this has come to cure that shortfall. So if you're listening to me, or you know somebody who has suffered, his application has been refused, administrative review refused, appeal dismissed because of inability to prove dependency, this is the case. You can go online and quote the case. You quote the case to support your application. It is R into bracket Ali v. Secretary of State for the Home Department, square bracket 2024, EWCA, Civil 1546. That is a citation of the case. You use that to support your application, and you have a good standing to win your case. So these are the two things I want to put out today. The e-visa, I've given the contact details, I've given the lines. If you have a problem, please contact the Home Office. And the case of R. Ali has also come to give us some relief. If your father, your mother, your uncle is in Ghana and they do not have the e-visa because their passport has the old stamp in it, they cannot do the e-visa. They have to come back to the UK to do the NTL, no time limit application before they can do the e-visa. If they don't come before the 31st of March 2025, they will have indefinite, but they cannot come back to the UK unless they go and have another application done for somebody to approve it for them before they can come back to the UK. Now, I'll leave it at this point. And if there are any questions, I'm more than happy to respond to those questions. Thank you.
Nice one. Like we able to say or say e-visa na for ena comma womo is answer or no or on a settled status and he received an email say on so on any e-visa but ukita EU passport or person who say e-visa no for for.
Yes, e-visa ukra pre-settled status, ukra settled status, as I said, we are e-visa. Ukra 2.5 years, as I said, we are e-visa. Ukra indefinite leave to remain under the UK immigration rules, as I said, we are e-visa. Ukra British passport, wunye e-visa. Ukra Irish passport, wunye e-visa. So anyone under the EU settlement scheme, 5 years, indefinite, please do the e-visa. Go online. Now, I am advising all EU nationals and their family members, go online and view my e-visa. You have the account already, so you just have to link your account, your ID to the account. All EU settlement scheme and pre-settled status people who have their leave under the EU settlement scheme, you already have the account. So go online, go to Google and enter view e-visa, enter your card or enter your passport. It will take you to a point. It will say you have an account. Link your ID to your account. You just do that, complete the form, security questions will come, complete it, everything will be fine. It will come, it will show up sometimes within a matter of minutes or a matter of days, it will come up. You can go back, check, everything will be there. So please do it. If you have the 2.5 years under the UK immigration rules,
it's a negative experience.
Okay. If you have 2.5 years or indefinitely under the UK immigration rules, you don't have an account. You must create the account before you update you link your ID to the account. So that is the difference. EU people already have the account. Link your ID to the account. British rules, UK rules, no account, create the account, link your ID to the account. And it is easy, straightforward. You can ask a friend, a brother, a sister, an uncle to help you, or go to the Citizens Advice Bureau. They will help you to do it. Or go to Migrant Help. I'll put their number out there. They will help you to do it. It is free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to the Home Office. It's free of charge. Thank you.
Right. When Subusa said, will a newborn to a parent on skilled worker visa need a visa even if the newborn is not traveling out of the country?
Yes. Now, when you look at the requirement for a dependent child of a skilled worker, the requirement in some cases is that you must prove that you have sole responsibility for the child. The parent here has sole responsibility. If the father and the mother are not both on the skilled worker route, then the single parent will have to show sole responsibility. That is to say, yes, we gave birth, the father has walked away, I am the only person responsible for the child's welfare, well-being, upbringing. I am the only person responsible. If you can prove that, yes, you can do the application for the child. Or you can wait until you get your indefinite leave to remain, and then you register your child as a British citizen. The difference is, if you apply now, they will give the child what you have. If you wait until you get your indefinite, the child will get a British citizenship upon registration under Section 1, Subsection 3 of the British Nationality Act of 1981. That is the rule.
La ma yemfa eye Kwame Adumba. Kwame, macho yetio.
All right, thank you very much, lawyer. Good afternoon, good evening, and an ciao.
Good evening, my brother.
Pacho, me question be bakobi.
Kwame bako pe na meet me amu abusenti.
Last week me pejam so Pacho, okay, yeah, fast.
Kwame.
Pacho, me ye application ama the wife or a PhD student. Now, or a health worker or the Ghana Health Service.
Right.
You put the application through. No, just last Tuesday there was an email from UKBI stating say yemfa ni proof of employment any leave sanction letter and submit it to the office. However, during the application, we didn't state there or leave and BB side that's all resign from the workplace and that's it. So an appointment letter which is proof of employment, we are able to provide appointment letter and promotion letter. But leave a honor problem because we have tried communicating with the matron and other people, and they are saying that they are not going to sanction the letter for us. And in this case, how do we go about it? Please.
Oh, thank you, my brother. Just respond to them and say thank you for your letter dated so and so. So I've taken note of the content and I wish to respond as follows. 1, the application is for my spouse to join me here as a dependent. 2, she is not coming to practice as a nurse, or is the purpose for her is not that she's coming to work straight as a nurse, and therefore we don't need any letter of release or leave sanction for her to join me here in the UK. Just respond to them, tell them sometimes some of these case workers, they just set some trap for you to fall in, and you go and produce some letter, they go back behind and check, they say it's not a genuine letter, it affects her, she's banned for 10 years. So please just respond to them and tell them she's joining you as a dependent and she's not applying to come to work as a nurse for them to be asking for those additional documents. Yeah?
Thank you very much, lawyer.
You are welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's a Kwame. Yemfa akosi enso lawyer me nimse time na so me born tell. Kwesi,
don't worry. I think I can take there's a little bit of I can take the hands that are up, I can take them.
Good evening.
Okay. Good
evening, sir.
I already can make about TAPTAP send for Abaso. Said you made the Modibre Bibiana. Bim no you betna yenya information in free ampuma. And some free lawyer no problem. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true because somewhere 4 months ago or by now me dim issue beto ana. He just gave an insight of the whole thing. I'm ya domia meet me ayama. Me name bani nyina yensaka.
Thank God.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Amen.
You know, intina me born Abaso. They say actually me bano me wono ha say si ano mama yemienu nyina live to remain. Say no mo ye no the 7th birthday is in 2027 June. But renewal also is May. The I wanted to me person can sign leave to remain a money bill. Can be say Bianca 2027 no. Though renew one and in May no, and by May end then we should renew. But 7th birthday in Swiss somewhere 21st June. Tell me bisa saying no sano. Can I go ahead and make the 7-year rule no, even though it's the 7th birthday and so it?
All right, Papa Kwesi, thank you so much. Don't waste money. So, may ni dua for the extension, do not, and I am saying it in uppercase, do not waste money. Train, na sit na ni be or 7 years ni pe. Your application for indefinite leave to remain for the child. Because the rule says if you go to private life for children, ya won't work what's not for 7 years, straight away you go for indefinite leave to remain. Why would you go and spend £3,845.50 only to go back again after the child has, when the child scores 7 years? So don't worry, don't do it before the 7 years. No, it will be refused. The leave will expire. Train May, June, July, and June. When you try 7 years back, a day after application it to you have in the indefinite. When you're the indefinite, no, nothing. Kakran 3 years, but also no, we try 10 years back. You go for British citizenship registration for the child. Your child will be British. Don't waste the money. Thank you.
Lawyer, we there. Mbunu talk. 1 minute. Na meeting in Fado na. Felicity, Bacho, go ahead and ask a question. Hello, Felicity.
Oh, hello, me Pacha. Sorry, me Pacha. Me question a bit me about say a lawyer Canada, but na me maso. Na me bisa say me kita Italian passport. Me susu yi visa no me ka ho bia na.
Pacho, almost any link bia na.
Me Pacho so far de me nyanya bibia.
Okay, ni owe yen say go to Google na enter view e-visa. VIEWE visa, and enter your card, your passport details. If it is already linked, it eventually will say your ID has already been updated. If it is not, eventually will say link your passport or your ID to your account. So, indefinite no, and I'll 5 years now.
Me Pacho make it indefinite.
Yes, so please go on there and just generate or just do the view my e-visa. If you have any problems at all, my number is 079 31.
Me Pacho my mentro. Me Pacho. Okay. Me Pacho say
079
079
31
1
31
31
411
411
042
042.
Yes, 079
079 13
Baby,
14.
What's the side here now? 079
Okay. Yeah.
31
Okay.
411
411
042
042. Yo.
Yes. And my member office number also.
Okay, your office number.
0208
0208
0165
0165
384
384. Me pacha yo. Me pacha na su di ni yedai.
I am say your friend wisdom.
Wisdom yo. lawyer wisdom. Now the lawyer come. Yamisha.
Yo.
Yamisha.
Yo. All right, Nana.
Yeah, ma yemfa kakra enka ona lawyer minim send there na down now.
No problem with for Christmas bonus I mean I could take it. I need to go, but it's okay.
Yemfa I think said dine and anes me de no call dine and Pacho, go ahead and ask question.
Yo, me pacho, me mama, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Me pacho, my son beside say, me find says what that 10 years route to so. Now was we try mobile 2 years. Now person will switch call 5-year visa so. 2 years no, you be counting as part of 5 years nana.
Baby, ashegu.
Me pacho mate.
2 years na shegu. And near ya me catch me clients ne say almost sitting on your back me say my friend switch and kokoye juma for 6 months and 7 months never me 6 months pay slips na masaya another application amount na ye diwa to 5-year route no so in that case which are 5 years and 6 months now we try it down no near what try 10-year route no so no amu emfa enka 5-year route no so as I say we share 5 years now see from the beginning, so the earlier you switch the better for you. In this case, why you 5 years plus the 2 years which is already gone, which is 7 years, it is still better than the 10 years now over here. Yeah, nasi.
This is a dynamic to us here, pa. It's a say, oh yeah, application, yeah, you best close to 5,000. Not just say, oh Daniel, oh say could be another. Yeah,
it's tough, but what can we do?
Okay, yo. Lawyer Busa said, na what 10-year route, what 5-year route, 10-year route, no, at the end, member will be called 10-year route. So,
very simple. So, uwo krom ha na wunia sit na afei na ukwa koya ya due to 10-year route no so because ye twen so because wo no wo buy no one di mra no so utwan ya ma visa ni we enti ya so twen for 10 years over that so 10 years probationary period but so ba krom ha wo da so wa sit na e we a student and now we a skilled worker and now you are into any other category minister of religion visa we and I will switch here echo another route so yeah do to 5-year route so one of which are 5 years back for indefinite so simple or simply put so when you sit now koya sister the first time yeah do to 10-year route so but me another application the one moving from the 10-year route so back 5-year route so who was it as say apart from it being a visit visa, you can't switch on a visit visa. But if you have any state, student, tier 2, minister of religion, a charity worker, etc., now your application be you may be put on the 5-year route. Also, there are some requirements for being on the 5-year route. And so meeting the English language requirements at English level A2. And so the financial requirements, either £29,000 or the maintenance requirement, which is calculated based on the case of Uvovo, which considers the income support threshold. They'll put you on the 5-year route. But if you are not working, your spouse is not working, you don't have the English language requirement, you will be put on the 10-year route. Thank you. But if you have done 5 years already, then there is no need for you to switch to the 5-year route because you will still do 5 years anyway. If you've done your 5 years, just continue with the 10-year route, do another 2.5 years and another 2.5 years. Total of 10 years, you get your indefinite leave to remain. Nana, thank you.
Like I say, we anohoba and I say promise amedema yenuanom a omo other European countries in so say nyame aduma next year yebebo modern na yape legal expert, especially when it comes to immigration issues in those countries, Germany, Italy, Spain, any adino yebepe legal expert and as omo mo nim de ewo ehonomo immigration na yedoma ba dwumadi so nano me call Spain na me hwehwe se kamenya obisa nanso nyina ka Spanish me so me Spanish teacher owu class 1 timantimi ensu entimi afana until next year mebo modern na yanko Philip ehonomo Philip me ba cho yeti o.
Thank you, brother. Lawyer Nampacho, me say me busa say me name my wife the skill visa ni bi ne buy na ye ne ye ba ne buy.
Alright.
Idru ye no na ye hu say normal ye na ye de akra no call back to Ghana.
Right.
The everyone say what Ghana, but ye visa no ye be renew no next year February. Deny ye dwene ho say bianca ye be kwa akofa na ba na ye be renew, but ye need the intention say ye be mano stay wa hanke ye be sad na ko back. Deny me say me busa say company nam so ana say it wouldn't have any effect on Accra no say ye de ne ba na be renew visa na man be possible ana say nye possible.
Me pa cho woni ne ma me na wa ha.
Me ba cho an.
And tell me, I'm indefinite now.
I think say we're about 2 years more to go.
2 more years to go, and of course, I will find a design.
Mifacho, say over 6 years.
6 years old. My advice for you is, in order not to be wasting money back and forth, I'm very careful about people spending money for things. So and yeah, there is no point in bringing a child to renew the visa.
Okay.
Indefinite.
Okay.
You have to apply for the child to come under paragraph 297 of the immigration rules. You have money indefinitely straight to come.
Okay.
And yet 2.5, and now 5 years now one on a amount. Okay. You have a indefinite straight. Obey namu citizenship. You do it rather than we try to get a man renewal, which are thousands of pounds. Movie it's going to be waste of money. Yes.
Okay. Because show me that's a
yeah, now yeah.
Yemfa Mary and so to us. So Mary Mpacho buza kosona buza. Ma Mary, bajo yeti o.
Oh, hello, me Pacho. Pacho, good evening.
Evening, ma'am.
Pacho, my question is, me wo baby work on Sadanya me ba we nuaba. But me be na mahwe na ma na wie secondary school say or Kumasi University second year. It's in Pacho me bisa say come ba na me fa so ameti me de naba because me were British passport. Chrome has say. So Pacho na me bisa say.
What are you saying?
Pacho 21.
Okay, so there is not much way to me amano because onye a child onye abofra normally in under 18 years because adoption is an option, genuine adoption. When you're 18 years or you're adult, you cannot adopt an adult. Maybe the only way you could help is so we in the course now wait to me amana betra in the school so ewaha and to pay university amana ewaha and or wait to me about for visit. Wait me inviting for visit. But set about now unchang and our account who had here. It is not practicable at this time because he's gone past the age of minority or an adult now.
Oh, okay. And Timpacho so peso about visiting and Pacho and your babe son me here. Can possess in the second year and pese or more 3 months and can pese or
My Mary, we the mesre esa emre ninti fa lawyer number na freno na ontimi amount those.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ai yenye ne sa no fa na. We chat room hono mo me dia to hono mo. Why? Me das. We does those with residence card under the EU settlement scheme need to register for e-visa?
Those with, say it again?
I said that those with residence card under the EU settlement scheme need to register for e-visa?
Yes, anybody who has any sort of leave which is more than 6 months, please go ahead and do your e-visa. Otherwise, you have some difficulties in going out and coming back. Just do it, please.
Question with the lawyer, Mami Busa. Can a person remarry if they haven't divorced? Question mark need 2. If the other party is refusing to divorce, can the other still get divorced or remarry? And remarry?
Oh, well, let me go to the question again. Or say, what did you say again?
Or say, can Obia
Can a person remarry if they haven't divorced? Okay.
Yeah.
No, the answer is no, you cannot. You cannot remarry if you are not divorced. Especially, let me use the UK for instance. You cannot. Abia in Ghana, we have the polygamous system. That's a different thing altogether. But in the UK, one man, one wife. So if you are married to somebody and you are not divorced, you cannot marry again. You have to either nullify the marriage which is currently existing, or you have to divorce. Now, there's a difference between nullity and divorce. To nullify the marriage means the marriage didn't exist or wasn't valid from the first place. Example, you thought you were getting married to a woman, and then on the wedding day, you finished everything, you go to the room, and you realize that you have married to a man. That is a basis to nullify the marriage. Or you thought you were getting married to a man. You got there and you realize that he is a woman, he or she, I don't even know how to classify them. The person is a woman. That is a basis to nullify the marriage immediately. You don't have to wait for 1 year. To divorce means the marriage is valid, legal, but somewhere along the way, 1 year after, things aren't working, that is a divorce. So there's a difference between the nullity and the divorce. You can't remarry if you are not divorced or the relationship is not nullified. Now, if you want to divorce, the person cannot force you to remain in the relationship. In the UK, now we have a no-fault divorce. You can wake up in the morning and say, you don't have to give any reason, and you can go for a divorce. In this country, previously, you have to give a reason. Say, ABI, adultery, desertion, 5 years desertion, or maybe unreasonable behavior. Now, you don't have to give any reason. All you have to say is the relationship is broken down and you don't want to be part of it again. And that's it. You just can go ahead and divorce. If the other person is not willing to give you the to sign, the court can still go ahead with the divorce. If the person has been served, there's evidence that they've been served and they have refused to sign or refused to respond, the court can still go ahead with the divorce. Or if you have searched for the person, the church they used to attend, the house where they live, you've written to that house, they've returned a letter to you. You've written to the GPs have returned a letter to you. You've gone to Facebook, you've checked the persons, you've tried to locate the person on all the social media handles, Twitter, Facebook, and everything you can think of. You print all of this and you bring it together and you can prove to the court that you have done all your search and you cannot find the person, or the person has refused to respond to the petition, the court will go ahead with the divorce. You cannot be trapped in the relationship if one party decides to break the relationship. You can't hold them to ransom. Nana?
Court tries, aha no mo na ye de court ni babis. Alright. Yo, mami busa we lawyer ye wo divorce ho asemo de we nsu busa say lawyer if I divorce my EU wife after 3 years of marriage, can I still get my indefinite leave to remain?
That is what we call retain right of residence. You can retain your right of residence if you can prove one or four of these things. One, the marriage lasted for 3 years before you started the divorce proceedings. It has to be 3 years before you start the divorce. Number two, you have to prove that both of you have lived in the UK for 1 year, not necessarily in the same address, but in the UK. Number three, you have to prove that the EU national was in the UK on the date you started the divorce proceedings. You have to prove that they are physically present in the UK on the date you started the divorce proceedings. Number four, you, the non-EU national, you have to prove that after the divorce, you are here working or as a self-employed person. If you can prove these four things, you will get your indefinite leave to remain. 5 years from the date of the marriage, you should get your indefinite leave to remain. Normally, the problem that people face is that they are not able to prove that the EU national was in the UK on the date the divorce proceedings started, especially where the parties are not communicating. How do you prove? But we, the lawyers, we have some case laws that we can use to get the Home Office to check the person's employment records to prove that they have been in the UK. There are some laws in the Borders Act that we can cite to the Home Office that, look, yes, the relationship is broken down, X, Y, Z, but the parties have always been together, etc., etc. But if you can go and check from the HMRC, if the man or the woman has worked for 5 years, then this person is eligible for their indefinite leave to remain 5 years from the date they got married. Nana?
La me da say ma yemfa Samson. Samson, we dey born tell my near justice or na ye de na any Rita etwato.
Thank you.
And I'm pacho I say 2.5 years so. Now say lawyer kasa was say opesa will call back to maybe 5 years now. I was say pay slip. Na no kwana and the bibi hobby on chrimuna nka me hu say so ohwe na oye media na ma me preko that's
yo me da say opasa switch ko 5 year route ni so the requirements are: 1, relationship with Abia Obano Ana Ubano. You have to continue the relationship. So relationship, birth certificate, copy of the passport, your biometric card. You have to do the English language test at level A2 to show that you meet the English requirement. And so have tenancy agreement. I just say, oh baby, I would take. I will ban besra when no wait me now. Ana uni obana when neteno mo baby amote. Now, say ubezi or ubasu and audinyaya, you don't have to meet the 29,000, you have to meet the maintenance. But a warrior and you have to meet the 29,000 pounds. Obani nkwa anawo nkwa anamumi enomu di bomwa. It should be 29,000 pounds. So passport, card, child's passport, child's birth certificate, your partner's passport copy, bank statement 6 months, tenancy agreement, pay slip 6 months, English language requirement. With this, you are able to make the application to switch from the 10 years to the 5 year route.
All right.
To be in the UK. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm a doctor.
Thank you.
That's it. Yemfa na go question.
If I talk afro, maybe I'll take background noise be a matter say so person obi every Ghana na so no wo ba hafufra. But it say
changes bi aba wo sɛ woyɛ exams bi ansa ebia onipa kwan de awareɛ na ɛba ɔso ɔyɛ pro exams bi pɛ sɛ mehu emu nkyerɛmu kakra ɛna afei so second question yɛ sɛ obi a ɔno obi yɛ awareɛ na sɛ awareɛ no mu no wowoyɛ but nyɛ ɔne nipa kwan ne yɛ awareɛ nkrataa na woyɛ na ɔno no din wɔ akwa ne birth cert so na wanya indefinite how do you change the father's name on the birth cert?
Thank you. Sir, upesa wodi ukuno eba as a sort English language test level A1 ewa Ghana. Only speaking and listening, no writing, no reading, is speaking and listening. You can't take on also to my response. That is what it is. Speaking and listening level A1. But the nipa no degree certificate or made in the certificate, the transcript, and the letter of proficiency in English are already from the university. Now, or their organization people from ECTIS, ECCTIS, ECTIS, and to the certificate now, transcripts now, and a letter of proficiency in English. You send it to them, you email it to them, then they would look at it. Normal more letter be there to say the degree I will Ghana is equivalent to a degree here in the UK, and that is enough. But me I use it and not throughout. That is only and only if the person has a degree qualification in Ghana. That's it. The second one, obviously, said, "What worry? Wow, abofra nye ukuno neba." Later, obey dang and was the abofra ding, papa ding, our birth certificate no so. So, Usha Section 50, subsection 9A of the British Nationality Act of 1981, it says that a child's father is the man who is married to the woman at the time the child is born. So, what worry? What? Under the definition of the rules, who kunono ononya abofra papa, even though say you be fufro and I won't know who you know, emrana senidia, who kunono any abofra papa. However, say abofra obi fufro ding and a double friend. So later, na papa nankasa say obeji niba obeye DNA from an approved DNA provider in the UK. Now, once DNA nature say papa nibaninia, on that basis, over to me at their core registry. What do you call registry now? They would give you a letter, they'll give you a form. With the form, you would have to complete it. Then they'll take it to the GRO, General Register Office, and then they will bring it back to you. They'll give you another form to swear a statutory declaration. After that, you take it back to the registry or the GRO, then they'll make the changes. Papa ni din di omo nyim fiso, but the biological father and the din birth certificate nasi, but the other parent's name will still be on the birth certificate. So there'll be two people's names on the birth certificate. The other parent and then the biological parent, both will be on the birth certificate. So abofra this 16 years, now person who sisa ni din, and now person yi papa ba kune din fiswa. On Robert may change of name deed, now sisa ni surname. But until then, just a papa na ni din was no. Or penny to say, my penny to say ye me din fisu ansana, or better me a ye fisu. Otherwise, they will not change it for you. Thank you.
Meda se lawyer mame family no enka ho na yenja uma ontimi nkotwa wajuma so yemfa Rita J Pacho, go ahead and ask your question. Major Rita ho.
Hello.
Major Yetio.
Hello.
Hi, Rita
Yetio.
Me Pacho me. That's it. Me pacho any question. Me pese me ni lawyer edin koma kakra if sebet me I back to after meeting na come me have immigration challenge kakra.
Okay, Auntie Rita, I think you have my number. It's in the chat room. Office number is 0208
0208
0165
0165
384.
384.
0208 0165 384. And any office number now. And open me mobile at 079 31
079
31 411 042. Yeah, but I would advise if it's possible, call the office number first, because sometimes we are so busy we are not able to attend to you very fully. So move for office number now. They will either direct you to me, and I'm in your time that we can talk. Why, mommy? Thank you. You're welcome.
I am family nunca lawyer, Mr. With the
yeah, that's okay.
Yes. Yeah, I could see not yet the coffee every. I could see it too. No, Felix. Sorry, Felix. Near the Akwasi. Felix Bajo Yetio.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. But on my question here, I was on the 10-year route. Maybe 10 years maybe November last month.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. But me indefinite to know. My last one, no. About renewal about around September. May and almost say I have to wait to a new way. No, a better 1 year answer. Is there a way around it? And I say a semi-trend after 1 year.
Yeah, no.
Because I get almost 11 years.
No, you start counting the 10 years from the date you were first issued the 2.5 years now. And
yeah, but me apply for indefinite. No, but my last visa no renewal no. About over 1 year. Thereby.
No. Okay. I understand you.
September. But 10 years no so November.
By September.
Yeah.
September which year? This year?
This year, yeah. But 10 years now soon November 24th.
Okay. And to 2.5 years now, the amount it is valid up to when?
Up to 2027. My 2.5 years now, but the mom says, and maybe by 3 months be panel also.
Wait to me call for your indefinite, because counting from when you were first issued the first 2.5 years, I try 10 years, so you can go for your indefinite.
Right. Okay.
The law says 10 years lawful residence, so you should go for your indefinite.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. But remember to do the life in the UK test and the English level B1. Why?
Lawyer, no be busa a brebe no be to me afro.
Office time is 9:30 to 6, but if Brenham on fire, you can just leave me a missed call. I will call you back. We are going to break for the Christmas holiday, so you call. If you call and I don't pick it, I'll say. But text me, send me a message, and I'll respond. It might not be immediate, but I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Justice, please go ahead and answer your question.
Okay. Lawyer, good evening.
Good evening, Uncle Justice.
Good evening, lawyer.
Evening, bro.
Yeah, me by UK February 2020 as a visitor. And if for me be a bank account, and I'm worried November 2020. It's better to say next year, maybe 5 years. The more time in the news, which may so February, then an asset bank account, and as I mentioned, November, and I'm worried.
Well, dates name may be more. Let me take a note of it.
Yeah, the by UK February 2020 as a visitor.
2020. Okay. Yes.
Yes. And I'm be as a visitor, I'm be a bank account on April.
April 2020.
29, yeah. And I'm worried November 2020.
Okay.
5 years next year. The same who say time then makes me apply for indefinite. And at the end of it, I make me February and I announced April and I mentioned November.
Pacho, near Warren and I sit na beno.
Oh, yeah. EU German, with a German passport.
Oh, yeah, EU national. Okay. In that case, your 5 years starts from the date of the marriage, which is in November 2020.
Okay. It means me for bank account and I say time of labor you can find like
over to me at the account as evidence of being in the UK, but your 5 years starts from the date you became a family member of the EU national, and that is the date you married. Before then, from February up to November, you were not a family member of the EU national because you were not married to the EU national. You became a family member from the date that you married. So your 5 years is from November 2020. Even though you may not have documents, maybe pay slips, pay slips or P60s from 2020 November. That is why you can use your bank statement from April 2020 to prove that you have lived in the UK for the period, and your application should be successful, all things being equal. I would advise you so, because you are a family member for 5 years from November 2020 to November 2025.
Right. Lawyer Mayemfa Ebenezer Inkato. And no, I could see Inkato. Nasi. I could see Bacho. Go ahead and ask your question. I could see, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, Bacho, na mi bisa say we. Bacho, you say the me to 10-year route so.
Okay.
But later ni buy no. There wasn't any provision say make me switch it to 5-year route at any time. I don't know, say Biana depends on the condition of my partner now. Because I don't know her as a parent of a British child.
You cannot switch to 5-year route if the child's other parent is not settled or they do not have indefinite leave. British says you cannot switch. One must be settled before the other can switch. If you both have 2.5, you cannot switch to the 5-year route.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you.
Right.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Can me pe se me fa ubia na me read ubia na question ade amano nanso emre enhyeda eni homa lawyer enedai isanse me ne o ka say ni nice kwan so a okọ baabi na me bo modern asa yesre no enedai die womra before say be kwakodi Christmas ne ne ntwetwe nkomo kakra enti me so bo modern afa ne contact number na say bibini a watimi ene ne di nkomo akire lawyer yenje o Christmas message a udi jayen na nyame adma new year na yebe sign de waba.
Nyame enka yen na yen ho. May his face shine upon us. May our going out and our coming in be ordered by him. May he set his angels in charge of our lives. May he bless us and make us a blessing to other people. May all the good plans that we have in accordance with his words come to pass. I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and the best of 2025. 2025 is going to be a good year. The Lord will do you good. We will get back in one peace, in one love, with the grace and favor of God. Don't forget, Mama, all the contacts with regards to the e-visa, immigration rules, everything, the changes that have taken place and those that are taking place. Please feel free, go online, read something for yourself. And I just want to say, keep on keeping on, and God bless us all. Nana, I love you all. Thank you. Of course, it's Wise Smart Solicitors. Wise Smart Solicitors, number 8 to 9, The Print House, 18 to 22, Ashwin Street, Dalston, London, E8 3DL. Telephone number 0208 0165 384, 0208 0165384. Mobile number 07931411042. 07931411042. Y Smart Solicitors. Number 8 to 9, The Print House. 18 to 22, Ashwin Street, Dalston, London. E8 3DL. You were behind McDonald's, no, at Dalston Junction. Close to the Dalston Market, behind the McDonald's. Anna, you were. If you contact us, Uber, you be sure. Who friends were for office number now. I'm a booking appointment, and if we have to talk, we will do so. God bless you. God bless you. God bless us all. Nana, thank you.
In the new year, you be saying any Asia ewo dwumadie so.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro. Sabri, mami, any another woman of God. She's doing so well in deprived community Tema Newtown. Wabua enkwala chese omuye street children. Every year bia oye party Emma the street children. And they was saying abu ne ho say omo ebeye party ama enkwadai this December. Mami no endhwen komo ba ku miensa na afei owura Kofi Frimpong entinemu na onfa TAPTAP send focus section no enfa embrain. Any question or about TAPTAP send bia no Kofi ebetina dwemu a obetimi edit those question no edit aba. Mama Reverend Georgina Happy Crinsel. Mama, a very good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Kofi. Good evening. Yeah.
Yo, and you radio ye de o eba ha na eye adwuma pa a wo ye Tema Newtown ene ne mpatamu ena ye bese ye ne o edi ho nkomo kakra bi na ansa na ye ne o ebedi nkomo no mema producer no abo eye video we every year bia mo ye party Emma Street Children Tema Newtown na me no atwetwe nkomo ba ko mienu miensa producer mpacha wo hono ma video ne nkomo me. Yo, video here, video bia mo previous events amoye ena yakeka abomu. Ubetimi aka ho asem kakra ede akire dwumadi amudie na Christmas nso de mo ena de wo ede ma etiefo nyina.
Hello?
Bacho yete won kakasa.
Okay. Yeah, medase adwuma na ye no ye friend Mama Happy Life Enhancement Foundation. I start here almost 8 years ni Tema Newtown with prevention for teenage pregnancy. We take care of them. You train omo skills of vocational training, omo medical, so montari show didi mu bibia until say okwa wari a ye beboa ne nema no na yes ye training omo skills and vocational ni nyina no na e provide omo needs so ye the counseling and mentorship ye adwuma bebre wo ho eno achi no ye won kola nketo ate se de mu hu ye ni bia ye wo bridge the gap program ye daycare ntini ye kire omo reading and writing skills kola pie ne na omo ko school, you know, from ages 3 all the way up to be at 13 years for and ye dey be film class bre this one Tema Newtown wa ye bankuma baby ayete no until what happens is that ye sanema we na ye sanso outreach to adolescents. I know a mentorship and kasa ye be cracked ye center wa ye grooming omo na ye tete omo na ye training omo eno achi no ye san so wo ye friend saying football academy because ye believe say ya nye talent discovery ni we na ntwe nkola na dwen free kwan ho nante ne ade na we are providing their daily feeding feeding nkola 200 daily na sa 200 no widows ka ho single mothers almost struggle can widows or more dependents can ho just say single mothers single fathers just so many needy situations na se see ano the teenage mothers no be ho ma wie ye training no ye de o mama apprenticeship programs external apprenticeship programs or mo ya de pa just o mon sa no adwuma no etumpon just enche kra na ye be stabilize o mo with capital kakra with follow ups na ade to make sure say o mo ko na every year bia ye Christmas party because omo e wo bankuma no ye parties no na wo we no so no every year bia ye Christmas party na Christmas party no ye de ba ko wo bankuma ho ye feeding kola ba ye 700 and sana kromu dia ye feeding kola ba ye 500 no de ye cost street no mu before covid no na ye no in a place ye beje canopy be at 12 na ye feeding kola aduane bia abadwe ho bia bi wo hobi from mo wache ne niama na enkola ne gi omani because ye believe say e was akola bia bronya no on tetare dan ho hwehwe nkrofo edidi akola bia deserves to be a little bit of onani beji kakra enti ye mo nuane drinks ye mo toys ye mo ntare ye niama bebre de ma wo meanwhile no on a daily basis no ye hwe nkola ewo Malef center ho ye di bebre akogo ye ni press before na ye adwuma nti ye di bebre akogo Presbyterian school na wo manham no ye ni Presby A any Presby B ni na ye adwuma ba ye mano dodo na wo Presby A nti ma o ma ye me PTA chairman for the Presby A because me mano do so pa ti I help the headmistress and the team to coordinate things on the campus because me mano do so yeah and this year say for example a Christmas party no na da ho no na the difference efa sa party we hu say because you football academy no edru animu ye ya register with GFA ya register with FIFA this month no mbema ye say ye wie ye FIFA payment no this month December ya na ye benya ye certificate or whatever it is omodema entino ama ye party near the football beka hon last year so ye the same thing woni Kraku Sports Complex beautiful stadium kesia e Waterman Newtown ho entino ye the gala match beka hon this Christmas ye be ye party wo Malef Center and sunny assign another one e wo stadium ho ankasa entino we are envisioning to feed more than the 2005 now ye feed it every year no enti ye frɛ adofo ne aboafo and so omomra meboa ye for this Christmas party we ni enya impact because person dey nyame asem fa ho na yetumi etwe mofra ne mrante ne mabawa na abrabo aye bo wokro no mu ho no de gye senyame wa wo body wani be hwe get to so ho ene niama bebre a night life you very active weekends nkola nyensan rough awofo ni biesa so woni sika ena oni control nkola ne nenam until they are taking advantage of until Malef na be home away from home nkola oba udru bankuma na kitakola ketrakra wanya 4 years ka say o hwe mam happy obeso on Saturday wa brem o baby me won down by the ocean entino adwuma kese pa na ye ewokro no so ye hwe mprewanyensan ye hwe adolescence ye hwe enyanka ye hwe mofra destitution aduane a akola bedi ntina panyini ne da eniema basa wari jaye ne niema ye counseling ye niema bebre wo bankoma nkro no mu ye boa enyanka ye boa wona woni bie na we become a solution to Christmas we dear ni ayeye no so pa je say ye hiam wa said na no TAPTAP send be boa ye about 3-4 Christmases ago no ye free medical kind of say health NHIS card Emma about 300 children and adults na eno no TAPTAP send be boa ye pa na party ayeye na nya party ketua wo kru no mu ankasa eno so nyame adomo dem representative be free US buy mo be so ya sinema ade ayeye no eye nhyira ma mofra no Yesu do na yeda na di kire ho ye de Yesu din na yede ye ntine ye impact ma o mo life wo kro no so ho na ya wo hwa be ka sa area na nka Ghana ho omo kingdom just omo lifestyle be bia pattern mentality be different bibia ye different owo otena ho saa de nyini on shada nkọ bibia nti ye field trips ne ade de omo chi ba nti ye fradofo momra na momra mbeboa ye na ye nhwe Ghana mofra
yo enti se ene se obi kana koma se opese or support eye street children Christmas party ya ekwan be so na obetimi adonate to this foundation. Me use contact me use momo number bi o monzo enso o cheche yemu e ho no
through TAPTAP send no any simple ya the number ba ko pe be ma ye wa about 3 numbers but me use ba ko pe no udi to enuma just be assured adwuma na ye very credible and say +233 245 974 684 +233 245 974 684. It was a Georgina Cransel. Now, not just cooked food, food packages. My single mothers, new widows are a struggle. We have single fathers who are also going through serious and widowers are any some kitwa bua omunyina Christmas ye time ya doye ne tinede fa baby nti mo meso ya sene so mo nkrofo Ghana mbesoma wo mo de mu anwa tomatoes drinks biscuits ne ne ma brem kola na ebeboa yen toys na mo wo nkola ntade ebronya ne ma bia nkola mpaboa ya ne supply wo mo bibi wo school ne ma nyina ya ne ye nti no emwe bia mo de be ma yes mo be ma ye wo sa ye number ya ye sande ato hobium +233 245 974 684 ebe ye nshira ye bom pai se nyame be ma na nim tie ahyiran wo atiefo nyina so ombue soro ntom so se 2025 ye nyame abo ne trimpo afa no abusua ho kwa na ebegina ne otamfo ahyehye de moja cancer mpase ebe moja eni adanse ma na mpa ne nyina ngu enkwa na ehia ye nyina ahoden wo ye ni padua mu nkwa tenten ene ahoden Erade nhyira ye nsa no adwuma isanse malef adwuma na ye mpa ye na ye de ti mpa ye bo aye bo ne se obi a obeba abeboa ye no erade nso so be kae no ene na sefo nyina aye nhyira o Yesu Kristo dim ye damase
na ansa na yebeja wo amoakono na me pabusa se de wo ka se mohwe enkwala street children enkwala wo mo akofa employee nsen ene ade enti se obi tie yen na se ebia or association bi mu or asafo bi mu na after this Christmas omo pese omo beye momoa how na mbetimi a contact mu
but the same number na mediama we after Christmas no same number ya because me be ye mpa bo ma Ghana wo UK ntimi wo ha but ye di bronya ni wia second week no me call back ntino from the second week no ubet my friend direct but at this time we frame WhatsApp you see akra on abekame you program now frame on WhatsApp on the same number +233 245 974 684 +233 245 974 684 you hear nuane you hear toiletries you hear school supplies you hear you know honey sanitary parts and baby diapers because yet any money now akole wo ye nursery daycare any ade nkola ntare mpaboa enuane bibia ye de hwefie de malef no eye fie na ye wo it's a home away from home adwuma ye no so papa ye ka share radi di anyonyam adwuma kase pa
Reverend George Happy Crystal mama ye beda se na nwumre se wonso nyame di ato akoma so na enkwada omo nam emonten so waboabo omo ano na mo hwe omo ewo Temanita na every Christmas dia mo ye Christmas party e de man kwala se de omo nso omo ebenya enigye ewo mo abrabom during this Christmas festivity kwan bia so no ye nyina de ewo bia na ye de ba beboa ama this December omo nso enya enigye omo abrabom ye da se nwumre oba be kan ho djumadi so
Amen shira yeso ya damase
Yo, abusia for Sabre ye Daniel Hona ya bo omo video no ye ba ye be fa owura Kofi Frimpong na ode eye TAPTAP send focus session no e de atoa so e de amaye. Producer.
Your favorite way to send money to Ghana is back. We're excited to announce that TAPTAP Send is back and better than ever. After a brief pause, we are happy to resume our mission of providing fast, affordable, and secure money transfers to Ghana. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. TAPTAP Send is working power. And remember, tell your loved ones abroad to send money through TAPTAP Send to stand a chance to win big in the December Sambra promo. TAPTAP Send. Papa no.
Yo, another from Sabre the do a TAPTAP send focus section. A bra or any question issue. Bia Owura Kofi Frimpong tinemu ediama name me be breakout room 1 no any say any challenge with your TAPTAP send account who call breakout room 1 honomo ye team no honoma they will assist you and resolve your issue for you. So we're resolving an ajikra na obeje u details na ya hwehwem na ya boa na problem na no ya resolve it at the amount. And it is any particular issue with your TAPTAP send account but more join breakout room 1 but Sabre the Owura Kofi Frimpong sumo hanomo at the amount. Kofi me ma wajo e mo akwa baba dwumadi so
na kwa mpacho me so me ma ajo
na mbajo ho te say Kofi say dem into one town. Producer Mbacho Menti Kofinka.
Mr. Prince.
Ghana for you say you should TAPTAP send there. And for so back you free TAPTAP send no. And ya is a TAPTAP send community no is our main focus. And any way that we can help the Ghanaian community, we try and do it. And until and the A-class Bema update can be about charities. Nana Kwame so about other launches. And there are a lot of countries that we are going to add in the next year. And saying there's more baby on Becca say, oh, you crum the TAPTAP ni one na ye try na ya bridge gap between the West and Ghana. And in another family, my introductory message me wa no say that lawyer say, and also your customers should also know say we remain focused on helping the Ghanaian diaspora. Pacho, baby, I drew no. Say, a question about or TAPTAP send up. Pacho, bit me pija onsa, and then we will solve it for you. If here say you bit me solve ya, you best solve ya mount. But say idea or say ochina near fro near no can. Pacho, you best fro ochina now.